This is some sort of sick joke.
Young lady, I don't think this is either the time or the place.
But Billy can't be the father. Tell her, Billy.
Yeah, come on then, Billy. Deny it. It was a one-night joke to him. It's my own fault. I'll have to deal with it myself. I mean, he won't want anything to do with me. Or the baby. Not Billy.
Turn the telly off, Scott. We agreed. No TV during the day and only a couple of hours in the evenings, right?
Yeah, you know I watch more than that.
Yeah, but that's not what the social worker's going to hear, is it? Go tidy your room.
I've already told you I've done it.
I hope you're not going to be this uncooperative when the social worker's here.
Well, my mum says I won't even be allowed in here when she comes.
Did she? Well, you leave those decisions to me.
Oh, was it a nice service?
Where's the scotch?
Una, what's that? This? Help yourself. You know, there's vol au vents and quiche and...
Oh, Mandy!
Dave!
Nicola Russell came to the christening with Mandy's diary.
Nicola. Oh, where'd she get that from?
It's what's in it that matters. Greasy, low-life Scotsman. He's old enough to be Mandy's father.
Poor little Holly. You know who her father is? Billy Taylor.
I hope you're happy now. What? Now that Billy's done a runner? Yes, actually, I am.
Who do you think you are, Nicola? Are you proud of yourself, having ruined that christening for Una and Dave? What are you?
I was only telling the truth.
You don't know what the truth is, Nicola. Where did that thing appear from?
Do you think I made it up in my spare time? Take a look, go on. If it isn't real, what's there to be scared of, Mum?
I am not going to condemn Billy until I've heard his version of things.
Mum, it's the truth. He got Mandy pregnant on her 17th birthday. Why else would he up and run away?
That is enough. Just please, leave me alone.
Mum, I'm sorry. Please.
Go.
Don't think Billy's going to be doing much more fancy cooking around at Crossroads.
Well, good riddance to him. All that grief he could have spared me over the baby.
Poor Mandy. She was agonising over her termination. He didn't even do a thing.
I mean, what do women see in that scumbag anyway?
Well, one thing's for sure. After this, no self-respecting woman's going to touch Billy Taylor with a barge pole.
Una, Dave, I want to apologise for Nicola's behaviour. This should have been a very special day for both of you and for Holly. And it's just been spoilt. I hope you're going to be able to forgive Nicola for her completely inappropriate...
Nicola? What about your boyfriend? Ruining our Mandy's entire life. How can you be with a man who'd take advantage of an innocent kid? I'll never forgive him. Never!
So sorry.
If I get my hands on him, I'll kill him.
No, Des. I'm first in line.
Dave, where are you going?
To find him.
Now, wait a minute. Is this a good idea?
Sure is. And I'm coming with you.
Yes.
Wait for me.
Dave!
You missed a bit, mate.
You're late. This was meant to be finished half an hour ago. I've got another car to do, but I thought I'd start this one for you.
I take it you still haven't seen Nicola, then?
Look, anything you've got to say to Nicola, you can say to me first.
But I wouldn't get the same answers, would I, Phil? I don't think you know what that little wife of yours is up to half the time.
Look, what is this about?
Chill out, Phil. You're too jumpy.
I think I've got every right to be jumpy. Time is running out. Now, Brian is buried over there, and they start work on the site tomorrow. And you still haven't come up with a plan of what we're going to do next.
Phil, for the time being, we sit tight and stay calm, all right?
How am I supposed to stay calm after what's happened? What we did.
No, what you did. You killed Brian, remember, not me. I only helped bury him, so don't do anything rash and draw attention to the site. You got a job to be getting on with.
Go on. Where's Billy now?
Don't know, don't care. I want to move on. Next job, stop the development.
Are you sure this is the right time?
Why not? We need to stop it from starting. That means tomorrow morning.
You're not doing this to get back at your mum.
It's got nothing to do with her. I'm not going to stand by and watch them destroy all that land and all that wildlife.
Okay, well, what should we do?
Sneak on the site with a big banner.
Just a banner? They'll ignore us.
Not if we chain ourselves to the bulldozer.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you in the shed at 4.
Kate, I wasn't expecting you back so soon from the christening. Neither was I. Right, well, this is Carol Newman, the Kafkas officer. Right, I'll leave you alone. I'll only be a moment. No, you take all the time you like. I've got to get on.
Okay. Sit down. I must admit I'm looking forward to a bit of privacy.
Well, I've just come from your father-in-law's. He confirmed his offer of accommodation. In fact, he showed me the suite of rooms he's giving you. Quite a place.
Vic's very generous. Scott and I are very lucky.
Of course, Scott's residency isn't settled yet. You know I'm here today to view his father's apartment.
Well, I understand all that. It's up to Scott to decide.
Mrs. Booth, it's for the judge to decide.
There's no point checking the flat. When he moved in with Mrs. Russell, he gave up the lease.
He'll give up the ghost when I find him. Now look.
No, Joy. Hey, what's this alleyway?
Oh, it's just a dead end.
It's just a routine viewing. Shouldn't take long.
OK. Scott, why don't we start with your room?
No, it's best if Scott leaves us to it.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to show you around himself. We've just finished doing some homework on his computer.
Scott, how would you like to show me around the hotel in, say, 20 minutes?
Great. Back floor?
You're very good at your job.
I have to see your apartment because of your wife's specific request that I visit her accommodation.
I see. Well, my father does have a very impressive place. He himself, however, is more of an unknown quantity.
How's that?
Well, I've only known him for less than a year. You see, my mother raised me on her own. He left her when she got pregnant when she was 15. I, however, take my paternal responsibilities very seriously.
Mr. Booth, there's no question of your father having custody. The judge's decision will be between you and your wife.
I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. You see, my father hardly knows Tracy. He decided to drift out of our lives again just when Tracy was going off the rails with the alcohol. So he wasn't around when she kidnapped my son and ended up in the mental hospital. So let's say the courts decide that Scott should stay at my father's place. Well then, when Tracy falls off the wagon, what's to say my father won't decide to cut his family off again and throw the pair of them out? This may be a more humble place, but it is the boy's home. The tour won't take very long.
Billy! This time yesterday, Billy, you were my boss. I wouldn't even scrape you from my shoe.
You're not going anywhere.
You're going to stop me. You and whose army?
Mine! My little girl, you scum!
Dave. Come on, Dave.
Get off me, I'll kill him!
Dave! It's not worth it!
Do you remember Mark's stag party? Yeah, well, you called me a coward. What you did to Mandy, coward is a too good a word.
You only married her to stay in the country.
Dave.
Right, I would be very grateful if everybody could just move along and let the staff get everything back in order. Thank you. Billy, come with me, please.
Well, that was quite a show. Lucky I was here to stop it.
You can take half the blame for starting it. That poor girl's diary.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Only you don't have a very good record of keeping hold of things you steal, do you?
I've just told you. I've got nothing
Yeah,
to do...
whatever.
Tracy,
Jake,
how did you get on with Carol?
the Kafkas officer. Fine.
Good. You know, I never expected a visit from a social worker to be so agreeable.
Agreeable.
Yeah, she said she thought it was good that Scott was doing so well.
Right, so no concerns then?
Nope. Oh, except, well, she did let slip, strictly off the record, of course, that she thought it would be a wrench for Scott if he had to leave his home here.
Did she?
Yeah, if he had to go and rattle around in my father's place, stuck in the middle of nowhere with you and a grandfather who blows hot and cold.
She didn't say anything of the sort, Jake. You're just gutted because you can't compete with what Vic's got to offer.
A cripple will always need a crutch, Tracy. First my mother bails you out, now it's my father.
You know, Jake, you should thank your lucky stars that Vic's given you a job. And you know what? I'd love to stay and chat all day, but I've got a client to see. Business is booming.
Business? Don't make me laugh. You should just be grateful that I'm doing so well in my new career. It's property development that's going to provide for Scott's future, not passing on sad beauty tips to other aging neurotics.
You stole that diary.
It wasn't even yours. What is actually your day job? Barman or blackmailer?
That diary was worth something, you stupid.
I used it to get rid of Billy. That was worth a lot to me. Now we've got to get rid of Brian. But all you can think about is money.
You spoiled little...
What are you intending to do about the body?
First Phil, now you. We wait. You got that?
Is this the bit where I'm supposed to be frightened?
What's going on? Does someone want to tell me what this is about?
Well, for starters, this is about your wife breaking into my locker. Then creating pandemonium in King's Oak. I take it you've heard?
I heard about a brawl in reception. Nick, what have you done?
You two babes in the wood. And now you're scratching your little heads wondering what to do about Brian's corpse. Well, here's your orders. We hang fire and see what happens.
Who put you in charge?
You're out of your depth. But you're the brainless bimbo that worries me the most.
Keep your hands off her.
Or what?
Come on, Kate. You're behaving as though it's the end of the world.
Isn't it? After today, I feel utterly humiliated.
Well, you shouldn't. It wasn't you that caused that scene in the church. It was your daughter.
It was that diary.
That? Come on.
So what you're saying, it was a forgery?
Even if it isn't, it's still some girl's just overheated imagination.
Billy, what were we christening in that church? Was it an imaginary baby?
No, of course not.
So whose baby is it? You know, months ago when you and I heard that Ray wasn't the father, you didn't say anything. Do you know or don't you?
No, no, for sure. How do I know if Mandy was ever telling me the truth? Before she died, she did say something to me, but now we'll never know.
So you're saying you did sleep with her?
Sleep with her? No. It was a drunken one-night stand. It was a few minutes, that's all. Hey, not something I'm proud of, but people do get drunk. I was completely off my face, Kate. That is not an excuse. It's the truth. And frankly, from what I can remember, it was Mandy initiated the whole thing. She had this stupid crush and a hyperactive imagination. Why believe that diary? It probably wasn't the only drunken one-night stand she had. And Nicola's got no special information. She just always assumes she's right. Yeah, okay, I kept quiet about it. But I kept quiet about it for you and me. For us, Kate.
There is no us, Billy. She's finally gone off.
His face must have been harder than I thought.
Well, maybe you hit him harder than you thought.
I'd have done more than hit him if you hadn't shown up.
Lucky I did then, eh? Here.
Don't tell me you're starting to feel sorry for that lowlife.
Don't be so daft. Of course I'm not. But you thinking with your fist isn't going to get us anywhere.
Yeah, well, it made me feel good. And it's not over yet. That Billy Taylor had better learn to sleep with one eye open from now on.
Oh, great. Good for you. As long as it makes you feel better. Go on and finish him off then, why don't you?
What's your problem?
You! Why can't you ever think before you do anything? It's been the story of your life, Dave Stocks.
Hold on. How come all of a sudden I'm the bad guy?
Come on, Dave. This is me you're talking to. I know what you're like. And I'm not having you going after him and ending up doing time.
Nobody's going to end up doing time.
Yeah, right. Because you're going to keep your fists in your pocket. I've lost our Mandy and I'm not losing you and all. I couldn't bear it if anything else bad happened.
Come on, love, it'll be all right.
No, it won't. Nothing ever goes right for us, no matter how hard we try.
Well, luck will change.
Yeah. But when?
You look shattered. Why don't you go and have a lie down? I'll bring you a cup of tea.
Promise me you won't go after him and do something daft. Dave.
I promise. I won't lay a finger on him.
Why did you have to get involved with this diary business? I mean, the hurt you're causing your mum.
Do you want a man like Billy living in our apartments? He would have caused her even more grief in the long run.
Look, if anyone asks you, you lie about where you got the diary. Say you found it, I don't know, the car park or the laundry, okay?
Okay.
As if we haven't got enough problems at the moment. Look, we've got to focus.
And with the development work starting tomorrow, what do you suggest we focus on? Brian's body as they dig it up?
Oh, don't tell me you and Jazz are still thinking about protesting.
Well, you come up with a better plan. The bulldozers are moving in right where Brian's buried. It's inevitable that
No, nothing's inevitable. And throwing eggs isn't going to stop the development. It's just going to publicise it. Besides, I'm away from the hotel tomorrow.
Yeah, schmoozing your clients, I know.
Nicola. Look, promise me you aren't going to do anything stupid while I'm away. Promise me.
Yeah, all right. I promise. I won't do anything stupid.
All right, well, I'll see you later.
I thought he'd never leave.
Right, Jazz. I found this sheet and these paints. Should do the trick.
Fantastic. What were you arguing with Phil about?
We weren't arguing. He just thought I was going to do something stupid. But this won't be stupid. This will be brilliant.
Yes, it will.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, Helen, I'm sorry.
What for?
I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be going on another date, weren't we?
Yeah?
Well, when did I get my invitation?
Hang on, let me find some clothes on.
There's no need to do that. I strip for a living, remember? And you smell a lot better than some of the guys I get my kit off for.
Hey, Sam. Did you hear about the christening?
Yeah, Nicola's sticking her oar in.
No, Billy. I wonder what Mrs. Russell's going to do to him.
Yeah, well, listen, forget about that. I want to know how you're getting on finding us some clients. We've got to start generating some cash flow, Minty.
I'm kind of having second thoughts, Sam.
What?
I just don't think I'm cut out for this dodgy booze game.
Hey, of course you are, Min.
Well, look, last night I went into a pub that I don't usually go into to try and sell the landlord some booze, and he threatened to call the police on me. I mean, I'm well up for earning a little extra cash to pay off my debts, but...
A little extra, Minty. Get real. The sky is the limit. All it takes is a cool head, a friendly smile, and a face they can trust. You just got to choose your clients more skillfully. You'll have the money rolling in, no problem. Hundreds a week. I'm telling you, you can kiss goodbye to all your debts.
Hundreds a week?
Yeah, if you follow my advice. I've got the risky bit, sourcing the merchandise. Selling it on's the easy bit, especially for a charmer like you. Heard about your radio days.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know this area better than anyone else. But if you're not interested,
Hey,
then...
I didn't say that. Look, you leave it with me. I'll find us some customers. I'll go out tonight.
Eddie? No, leave it.
I'm sorry, I can't. Tracy, what's up? Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Why don't I just come back later, eh?
No, come and sit yourself down. Is this about the social workers, was it?
No, it's not her that's upset me.
Jake?
He seems to be getting the upper hand again. A few words and he sends me spiralling back to square one again. I'm sorry. You two don't want me here.
Hey, come on.
I really thought I was getting somewhere and now just look at me.
Oh, Trace, you are getting somewhere. You made it here, didn't you?
That's right.
Just stay there and talk things through.
Thanks, both of you. Thanks. Sleeping with Mandy on her 17th birthday. It's not the noblest act I can imagine, Billy, but I can forgive that. Not owning up to being the baby's father, well, Holly's got a family of sorts to look after her, so yeah, sure, why not forgive that as well? But lying, Billy, lying to the woman that you claim you love.
Never again, Kate. I promise
You know
from now
what
on.
could be worse than lying, Billy? Should I tell you what can be worse than lying? I'll tell you. Lying, and at the same time branding my daughter a liar. When all the time she was the one who was telling the truth. I will never forgive that to my dying days.
Tell me what to do to make it better, then.
You know, I've made some blunders. Oh, God, I made some mistakes, but the biggest mistake I made was letting you move in here. So this is what you have to do, Billy. You get out of this room and out of my life.
Kate, I've got nowhere to go.
You know, after I got back from apologising to the Stocks, I thought about drinking a bottle of gin, but it's not really my style, is it? So I packed these instead. Get out! Get out, Billy! Just get out now! Get out of here! Please, just get out!
Well, we meet Britain's worst learner driver at 9 tonight here on HTV in Drivers from Hell 2002.